Peace and positive vibes. This is my message to the hood. If you want to rise, up out of the slums and be respected as a community, as a group of ethnicity, and I say a group of ethnicity for a reason, because globally, when we look at the poverty rates and we look at what groups of ethnicity is within these poverty rates, it's folks that look like myself, black people. So when we look at situations like slavery, like I said an individual the other day, anytime you enslave somebody, a group of individuals, a group of ethnicity, for 400 years, and you steal all their riches, all of their wealth, all of their land, create a system that's predicated upon those riches that you've stolen, then you throw these people within this system that is based upon your riches. Keep in mind that these folks don't have any riches because it was stolen. Obviously, you're going to be at the bottom of the barrel. That's a fact. Okay? It isn't an opinion. That's a fact. So when we look at the projects, which the hood is called a project, when we look at the meaning of a project is a plan to achieve a particular aim. So now you got to ask yourself, what is this particular aim that you're trying to achieve? And when I say you, I'm talking about the elites. What are you trying to achieve here? What are you trying to achieve? You know what they are trying to achieve? They keep you vibrating low. Because once I could keep you vibrating low, not knowing your worth, not knowing the abilities and capabilities that you have within yourself to create reality, whatever reality that you want, once I keep you in this low vibrational state. Because remember now, anytime you bring one or two persons or more together, when it comes to manifestation, the manifestation rates go up like 10-folds. Because now we are all vibrating at that same capacity, that same frequency. So whatever we trying to manifest and create, the abilities and manifestations come that quicker, that stronger. Now I said it to say this: when you create a project, a hood, a ghetto, and you have everyone vibrating to that same low ass frequency, thinking that life is just about how much alcohol I could consume, how much dope I could smoke, you know? If everyone wanted to be the Kobe Bryant of drinking alcohol. When increase alcohol intake leads to things like inflammation. So when you drink all type of alcohol, trying to be the Kobe Bryant of alcohol drinking, you're going to have increased inflammation within the body, which is going to lead to things like type 1 and type 2 diabetes, cancer, high blood pressure. You know, think about this stuff. Being impotent as a man, you can't rise no more because of all the alcohol intake. So what do you think is going to happen? You're going to now be low vibrational. You're going to be in a negative, depressed state. Deep rest. This is the plan of the project. Think of it. Every corner you go on in the hood, you will find a bar. You don't find this in the suburbs. This is for a reason. is to keep you vibrating low. Keep your energies low. This is the plan of the hood. You have kids who don't want to go to school. They don't want an education. They don't want an education. Why? Because they want to just sit on the blocks and smoke. And keep in mind here, while I agree that cannabis plants kills cancer, at the end of the day, smoking blocks oxygen from the brain. So when you smoking over and over continuously, all day, every day, you're basically blocking oxygen from going to your brain. Therefore, you still will be vibrating low. Like anything in life, you do it at moderation. When you take it to a point of being a glutton, then it's going to lead to things like illnesses. And these illnesses is going to be diseases within the body, which will lead to you being depressed. A deep rest. So you got to understand the plan of the hood. All of these are submissions to keep you submerged. Submerged from being your best self within life. You got to fight. You got to fight. They want you to kill yourself. Think about it. And this is a real video here. The Chinese, we saw the other day when the first started, when they was trying to get all the Africans out of their country because they was like, oh, black people is the cause of the coronavirus. When we know it came from a Wuhan lab. Did I just say coronavirus? Yes, it is it. But they was trying to say that it was black people, right? At the end of the day, we see the same situation with the Indians. We see the same situation with Europeans, with slavery and all these other stuff. And now even with black people, they hate themselves too, because even in the rap songs, everyone want to kill a nigga. Even niggas want to kill a nigga. Let's just listen to the rappers. And even when we look at the rappers, when we look at who basically fund the rappers, these executive producers are Europeans, are Asians, Indians, Jews. All of this is the whole to keep you submerged, keep you from not being your best self within this life. And I'm not just saying that black people live within the hood, okay? Because you're gonna have low vibrational people who take what I say in whatever context that they want to take it to suit themselves, and not listening to exactly what I said. I said that globally, we know worldwide, globally, that the majority of people who live within the hood, under that poverty line, are black people. We know the majority are. I'm not saying that whites don't live there in the hood. I'm not saying that Asians don't live in the hood, Indians don't live in the hood. I'm not saying that they don't. But we know who the majority are within the hood, within the project. That's a fact. Like I said, if you want to be respected, if you want to rise up out of the slums, because the ghetto is like quicksand, like Akon said, when you all in, you just keep going down. And there's no one to pull you out but yourself. See, the thing is, if we to love our brothers and sisters like we love ourselves, if we understood the power of karma, we would love one another. You wouldn't hate your neighbor. You wouldn't hate your friend. You wouldn't hate your brother and sisters. Because at the end of the day, you know, I am you, you are me. What we are seeing right now within the hood is a plan by the elites to put you in a state of nothingness. That's a word I love to use. Perpetuated nothingness, to see how you would react. And we see what's going on. Organized crimes, because the average man cannot bring drugs within the hood. The average man cannot bring illegal guns within the hood. But we see it every day because it's organized crimes by the elites for you to kill yourself. You gotta want better in your life. You gotta rise up out of the quicksand, out of the bullshit that was organized for you to be submerged as a low vibrational being, not manifesting shit within this realm. Basically just a zombie, just being told whatever narrative to go by. You gotta want better than this. This is the plan by the elites to keep a group of ethnicity vibrating low, never rising up out of this hell realm, this treaty realm. When the power lies within you, you are a co-creator. I'm talking to everybody here. You are a co-creator. Whether white, black, yellow, purple, red, whatever color, you are a co-creator here. Whomever who live within the projects, the hood, the ghetto, you could rise up out of this. It all starts here. What is your mental capacity like? Do you want better? Well, start showing love. Start caring. Be a voice within your community. Clean up your community. Are you littering in your community? Just throwing everything on the floor? Then when you look at why your property is so cheap, because you basically destroyed your community, you gotta look at all this stuff. Then you wonder why no one want to buy properties within your neighborhood, because all they're doing is just killing one another. Then we wonder why we submerge, because no one wants to get education, because you're looked at like a geek if you have knowledge. Or you don't drink? What? You don't drink? What are you? You don't smoke? What are you? Why? Because everyone have this mentality that, hey, you gotta be the Kobe Bryant of drinking to be black or to be in the hood, in period, regardless of whatever group of ethnicity. My point is this: these are different stigmas, stereotypes that was created to keep you submerged, vibrating low. You got to break free from it. I've been living in a hood my whole entire life, and everyone who watching this who know me know I'm telling the truth. And I could hardly find anyone who on my same level of vibration when it comes to the knowledge of the universe, astrology, understand or what happened in religion, the history of religion, understanding the universe in general. I could hardly find people in my hood that find this stuff interesting. Why? Because everyone vibrating low. I have a cousin who would love to know the knowledge. This must be a powerful video because my camera just shut off. But my point is this: you gotta be able to rise up out of the bullshit mentally. You gotta find a higher self within yourself. I'm a product of this. I'm someone who vibrated higher than the program, from what the program wanted me to be. And see, the thing is this too: when I start to talk like this, you'll have persons who will be like, oh, so what you trying to say? If a nigga try to fight me or take my life or take something that belongs to me, trying to say I shouldn't defend myself? Of course that's not what I'm saying. In life you have to knuckle up sometimes and defend property and defend yourself. But my point is this: why it even getting to that point that someone have to steal from you? Why getting to that point that someone want to take your life? This is because of the program. The program and the narrative is for you to hate yourself. Hate anything that looks like you, and kill anything that looks like you, because you are the evil one. That's the program. That's the stereotype. This is what you got to break free from, folks. You got to break out of this bondage, this way of thinking, this low vibrational way of thinking, because it's only going to kill you physically and mentally, spiritually. Your community is going to kill everything. Nothing good is going to come out of this project. It's a plan. And trust me, they reach their aim. Because you have the majority of the hood low vibrational. Wake up. Rise up. Rise up out of this prism, this hell. Find you today. Choose you today. You gotta want more. You got to want more. Love your brother. Love your sister. Love your neighbor. Let's rise up out of this hell. We are one. Peace and positive vibes. And know thyself. Worth limitless. Rise up out of the bullshit. You are loved.